Welcome to today's session with Dr. Shanna Garrett, Strategies to Overcome Imposter Syndrome. My name is Dr. Ted Ellis, and with me is go ahead.
Dr. Kristen Ballard, and I will be posting in the chat some items you might need, and we'll be managing if there's any questions.
Yes. Well, allow me to introduce Dr. Shanna Garrett, who is Dean of the College of Psychology and Community Services at Walden University and the President-elect for the United States Distance Learning Association. Dr. Garrett, on behalf of Dr. Ballard and I, we're very enthused for this session, so you may proceed.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I just want to thank both Kristen and Ted for just being such amazing colleagues to work with and leading up to today's event. So my heartfelt appreciation and gratitude for all the amazing communication that y'all have put forward for this. So thank you so much. I also want to give a little bit of shout out to my esteemed colleague, Joe Kappa, who I've had the pleasure of working with many, many years ago. And so just thank you for the opportunity to be here and to speak about something that I feel is very timely, and it's something that we've all probably run into from time to time in our careers. And so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about imposter syndrome and some strategies to work through imposter syndrome, maybe to understand it a little bit better, and really just more of a work-life balance approach to this particular phenomenon. My background, I've been in higher ed for over 25 years. And in addition to being a leader and a mentor within my particular institution and throughout my career, I'm also a practicing therapist. So I'm coming at you from two different perspectives today, if you will, but they all come together because as individuals, we're a package deal. So I wanted to share with you a little bit about imposter syndrome. We probably have heard about it, but do you really understand what it is? So we're going to talk about some of the key components and the impact. We're going to look to our strengths as a way to empower ourselves through overcoming imposter syndrome. We're going to talk about transforming those particular feelings and insecurities into having more confidence. One of the big takeaways for today is fixed versus growth mindset. And then we're going to talk about your habits, right? We kind of get ourselves into this, so we're going to have to be the ones that gets ourselves out of it. So imposter syndrome is a recognized psychological phenomenon characterized by persistent self-doubt among individuals regarding skills, abilities, worth, and this is all despite evidence of our achievements. Again, let me restate that. It's a psychological phenomenon. It's not a diagnosis, okay? And so it's these experiences of this syndrome that often prevail upon fears and insecurities of being exposed as maybe not smart enough, maybe we're fraudulent, anything that undermines our growth. One of the more popular phrases as I was entering into the work field was, fake it till you make it. Worst advice I ever got, right? Don't fake it till you make it. Invest in who you are. Invest in knowing your strengths and your abilities and your talents, as well as your opportunities, so that you can feel more comfortable within your strength areas. But at the same time, recognize where you've got gaps and maybe some areas of weakness that you can either build upon, hire around, or delegate out. Okay. So the key components of imposter syndrome: perpetual doubt, despite the evidence and the savvy that you have for it, the fear of exposure, that you're going to be discovered as a fake, external attributes of success. You look at it and go, well, you know, it wasn't me, it was a team effort, or I was just in the right place at the right time, or man, the gods were smiling upon me today. That's how that happened, right? Instead of saying, you know what, I did that. It was my hard work, it was my skill set and my determination that made that happen. And again, imposter syndrome is not a diagnosis, it's a phenomenon. But so you're probably wondering, okay, well, Shanna, you're telling me it's a phenomenon, but it definitely impacts my mental health or it impacts my confidence and my leadership style. How did I get here? Well, there's a lot of different reasons for imposter syndrome. And so it might not be one particular item on this list. It might be a combination of several things on this list. And it's situational. Let me be really clear about that. This happens over a long period of time. You don't just wake up one day with it, right? Things happen, experiences happen. We process information differently. All those good things. So, how did we get here? Family upbringing, family dynamics, families that have high levels of conflict. It can make you feel a little uncomfortable with conflict or, being seen and being heard. Maybe it's a new job. Maybe it's a new opportunity. You're out of your comfort zone a little bit. Maybe you're having a bout of low self esteem. Maybe you believe that you have to do everything perfect. I wish I could put a big red circle around perfectionism, right? I think in higher ed, it has to be on our resume somewhere because we all do it, right? Um, Look at the way it's set up. So perfectionism, higher levels of anxiety. I know in the textbooks they call it neuroticism. It's anxiety, it's insecurities, it's tension. Maybe we feel guilt. Maybe it's social anxiety. We all know that COVID did a great number on all of our anxiety levels for a variety of reasons. Did you know that there's 5 types of imposter syndrome? The perfectionist that believes that unless you're absolutely perfect on everything 100% of the time, then you're not good enough. I'm raising my hand. I don't know how many of y'all have ever done that. I know I have. The expert, you feel like you're an imposter because you don't know everything there is to know. That's true, right? From time to time, folks will say, Shanna, what's your background? My degrees are in psychology. Well, why do you work in higher ed? Well, it's applicable, right? But in other areas, you probably are going to have folks that know more about an area than you do, a subject that you do. Learn from them, right? It's not a competition. It's not about who knows more. It's about how we come together. The natural genius. You feel like, you were either born naturally intelligent or you're not. That's not true. That's not true at all. The soloist. Uh, since you couldn't get there on your own, did you really make it happen? Right? And the super person. I think this is another one that's really good for higher ed, right? You can be the hardest worker, you can reach the highest level, and you have to do it all by yourself. Not true. Not true. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. You don't have to raise your hand, you don't have to put it in the chat, but just you individually. So this is you and me talking here, right? Do you agonize over the smallest mistakes or flaws in your work? Do you attribute your success to outside factors? Are you sensitive to even constructive criticism? And let's be honest, I think we all get a little sensitive about any type of feedback, right? But that's where you grow. That's where you get the good information and the good data from which to make some decisions and make some shifts, right? Do you feel like you'll be inevitably found out as a phony and a fraud? And do you downplay your own expertise even in areas where you are genuinely more skilled than others? If you said yes to any of those, or even a possible, maybe, follow me to the next slide, right? Let's talk about that. So, in order to really do the work of digging into whatever the fears, the insecurities, or whatever feelings we have about imposter syndrome, first and foremost, we need to look at transforming ourself out of imposter syndrome and into our authentic self. Self-compassion. That is the first thing I'm going to share with you. And if nothing else resonates today, because I know you've had a really full and dynamic day, let it be this. The way we talk to ourselves at times is so harsh and it's so critical. And I'd be willing to bet that you would never talk to somebody else the way you talk to yourself in your head. Don't do it. You don't deserve it. Be kind to you, right? You're doing absolutely what you can do, and that's enough, right? But don't don't take that negative self-talk and turn it into something. Have compassion. Practice self-kindness. Treat yourself with the same respect and understanding and support that you would your best colleague, your best friend, a family member, somebody that you truly love and cherish. Treat yourself that same way, right? There's only one you. And your experiences and your authenticity and your approach, that's unique and special. And that's what's needed. So be kind to you. Okay. Positive self talk. Challenge the negative thoughts and replace them with more positive affirmations. If you like to journal, that's a great way to do it. There's a ton of apps out there that'll give you the words of encouragement and positivity, all those type of things, right? Take positive feedback. When somebody gives you a compliment, accept it, right? Accept it. Don't aw shucks it or oh you're just being kind. No, they thought enough about you in the situation to tell you what they thought. Embrace it, own it. To do anything other than that is almost a bit of a disrespect and disingenuousness with that individual. So own it. Own the positive feedback, own the compliments. And I'll tell you this, if here's another thing to remember. Research has shown that for every one negative comment we hear, it takes 10 compliments to neutralize that, right? So be intentional with being positive, be intentional in giving positive feedback, right? It'd be such a better world if we did a lot more of that. Embrace your mistakes. That's how you learn. And if you have a supervisor that's really invested in you, they're going to let you learn that and they're going to be there to support you. But anytime we don't knock it out of the park, that's okay. Everything is a learning opportunity, good, bad, indifferent, ugly, whatever. It's all a learning opportunity. Embrace your confidence, know your strengths, know what your abilities are, acknowledge what you're good at, know what you're not good at, celebrate your victories, celebrate and cultivate your strengths. There's only one you and how you present, right? For me, I love I have a wicked sense of humor. I love to laugh and I'm Texan. I can't get away from those things. So I'm using into my ability and I'm working them, right? Set reasonable goals and celebrate the progress. I don't care if it's you getting 5 things done off your list of things to do. Go grab you a glass of iced tea and go sit outside and enjoy the sun for a couple of minutes and celebrate. Celebrate goals. Break down large goals into something more manageable. Set realistic expectations. Don't get overwhelmed. Recognize and celebrate your achievements. Okay. This is all about embracing confidence, right? It's good self-care. Practice the self-care. Practice the self-positive talk. It's going to feel weird in the very beginning. I promise you'll get there. Stay with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Be kind to you. Challenge the negative thoughts. Cultivate a growth mindset. Okay. That is critical. And I've got a slide here and about 2 more slides to show you that talks about that, but I know we're really tight on time. How to overcome insecurity into confidence, right? Step up, open up, share with those that you trust and you respect and you value to give you feedback. Focus on your growth. Get out of your comfort zone. If you're not pushing your comfort zone at least once a month in doing something, you're getting a little stagnant. Try it. And it doesn't have to be big. I'm not saying go out and skydive tomorrow, but maybe pick up a book that's not in your general genre, or maybe it's a book of leadership, or maybe it's something within your profession, or maybe it's something that you might be interested in. Keep a record of your accomplishments, right? Documentation is important. Growth versus Fixed Mindset. I know we're really tight for time, by Carol Dweck. Highly recommend it. It's a fantastic book. It talks about you either have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. You either believe in your achievements or you believe that things happen to you and it's static, right? Here's some good questions. I know you're going to be getting the deck here in a minute or two, but here's some really good reflective questions about what's your mindset and what does that look like and how does that play into your strengths? Okay. Reframing experience. That's a therapeutic term, right? But when things happen, look at it for how they happen, not with the emotions that you've put towards it. Look at it from a factual data point and then give yourself some time to process those emotions and figure out, okay, what's really going on here and what do I need to do? Reframing is a big part of overcoming imposter syndrome, and lean more into positive thoughts, lean more into gratitude. One of my favorite slides, it's about your habit. It's about what you're doing, mind, body, and spirit. What are you doing about your personal time and your personal goals? Focus on your gratitude. Focus on your strengths and achievements. Seek the feedback and the support. Embrace your growth and learning, right? And your self-care. Some really great books I'm going to recommend for those of us that work in higher ed. Positive Academic Leadership, How to Stop Putting Out Fires and to Make a Difference. Mindset by Carol Dweck. Gifts of Imperfection is wonderful. The Imposter Cure. And of course, Vince Molinaro, who is fantastic at all things leadership. And I know this is a flash session. We ran through a lot of slides and in a short amount of time, but this is me. If you want to connect, if you want to talk, let's do a virtual coffee, right? Doesn't cost us anything but time. And I'd be happy to connect with you and talk about anything that you want to talk about as it relates to imposter syndrome, or maybe what you feel is kind of standing in your way from making that next step. So, Ted and Kristen, how'd I do?
You did fantastic. And
Woo!
yes,
Excellent.
we do have a request in the chat. Can we go back
Yeah.
to the resource slide real quick?
Oh my gosh. Sure. Let's see. You know what? Okay, I'm about to get fancy, y'all. So, uh, uh, let's see. I was trying to put it in the chat and it's not letting me. Okay.
They can email me if they'd like the resources. I can certainly get that up today.
Okay. Let's see. Is it showing now?
That it is, yes. It
Great.
is showing.
Great, great, great. Really great books. And I got to tell you, I think for the ones that I put on there, it would have looked just crazy if I had put like the top 10 on there. And depending on what you want to do and what you want to focus on, I might have some special ones to recommend, like if you're really into mindfulness, that type of thing, or if you're just like really hardcore academic, I got some of those too. So um, if if um, if you need something, let me know.
Thank you so much. We really
Oh, my
appreciate you
pleasure.
spending your time with it. I could do like a whole day or workshop with this topic. So thank you. I appreciate you spending time with us today.
Absolute my pleasure. Thank you so much. And
Let's
thanks for
switch
being such a
mics.
great host and an audience. I appreciate it. And I've had a wonderful time. So thank you.
Great.
Thank you, Dr.
My pleasure. Y'all have a great day. Take care now.